is located in Central Asia. It is independent since 1991. It has an area of 447,000 square kilometers. It has a population of 29,600,000. Uzbek is its official language. About 90% are Muslim. However, it is officially a republic. On the first day, we went from Tashkent to Namangan, where Veronica's family lives.
Would you like to go to the museum?
Сядем, вот так через парк, вот через театр проедем. Николь. Yes. Спасибо. Нравится? Beautiful?
Дыня, арбуз. Дыня, арбуз. Пастель, мелон. Мелон.
Что у нас вам?
Мелон. Before we have lunch, so one and have others.
Later. Because it's cooking now.
Может, хлеба надо? Нет.
No, I mean it's in preparation. Потом придешь, покажешь.
Они не любят снимать. Мажут. Не надо. Не стесняйся.
Значит, прошлое подозрительно. Дым-ляма. Ням-ням. Мне послышалось ням-ням.
Ням-ням.
Да, ну вообще-то ням-ням. Правильно, ням-ням.
Вот же зря. Здесь.
Соль. Зру. Соль?
Ты же сыпала?
Все остальное сыпали?
Да. Подожди, я еще капусту положу. Yes, I guess that's why I'm...
Да, что-то есть, да?
Да.
Крупный нос, что ли?
Депардье, артист. Депардье. Депардье? Депардье?
Ты возьмем.
Сюда положим, кому нужно.
Тому не нужно, они спасибо дали.
Back in Tashkent, we took the train for Samarkand. Samarkand is one of the most ancient towns of Central Asia. It was probably founded in the 5th century BC. It was the cradle of Central Asia civilization. It was an oasis on the Great Silk Road. Medresa is an Arabic term which means school. It is said that Ulubek taught here mathematics, philosophy, astronomy and theology. Tilakari means covered with gold. The Medresa Shurdo, which is translated the lion bearing. Sacred water having healing power. Ulubek, Tamerlane's grandson, was a great astronomer. Old tree venerated by the Uzbeks.
On a vu pire. C'est en Terre Sainte. Exactement. On a vu la femme.
Shahizinda, meaning the living king, in accordance with a legend that Mohammed's cousin came to preach in Samarkand in 640, spent 13 years there and was beheaded during his prayer. The Shahizinda complex was formed over 9 centuries, from the 11th to the 19th, and now includes more than 20 buildings. Bibi Kani Mosque was built from 1399 till 1404. Legend says that Timur, or Tamerlane's Chinese wife, ordered the building of the mosque as a surprise while her husband was away fighting. Partly destroyed by the earthquake in 1897, it was rebuilt in 1974. Last evening in Samarkand, we were invited to a birthday party. This gymnast is paraplegic. Gur-Emir, Persian name for Tomb of the King. The mausoleum was built by Tamerlane's grandson in 1404. The mausoleum is the tombs of Tamerlane and his descendants. Its beauty is absolutely astounding. Departure for Pokhara. Pokhara is at about 230 kilometers west of Samarkand. Its population is 263,400. It is an oasis southeast of Kizilkum Desert. Pokhara is situated on the Great Silk Road connecting China with Iran, India and Europe. Pokhara is a unique cultural center of the East. It is the land of outstanding scientists, philosophers and poets. It developed from the 5th century up to now. In 1991, It was included in the list of the World Heritage Site of the UNESCO. The entrance courtyard of the inn where we stayed. One of the trading bazaars built in the 16th century. Bukhara was an important center for trading in the 16th century. Only 3 of the trading bazaars have come down to our days. Ulubek, 1394 to 1449, was Tamerlane's grandson and a great astronomer. Abdulaziz Khan Madrasa makes up an architectural group with Ulubek Madrasa, but it is more luxurious in its decor. Minaret Kalian is the main symbol of Bukhara. This minaret represents a gigantic vertical pillar which is constructed from bricks. It stands 47 meters tall. It has 14 ornamental bands, each of them different. Miri Arab Madrasa is one of the most sacred Islamic educational places located across Kalian Mosque. It belongs to the complex of Port Kalian. The mosque was built in 1514. In the center is an octahedral pavilion with 8 doors. It was built in the memory of the martyr who died during the destruction of the mosque by Genghis Khan. The roofing of the galleries encircling the courtyard rests on 208 pillars. It can house 10,000 worshippers. The Port Kalian complex consists of 3 constructions: the minaret, the mosque, and the Miri Arab Madrasa. The fortress was in the center of the city and was inhabited by the various royal courts until it fell to the Russia in 1920. Throughout the history of Bukhara, the ark was repeatedly destroyed by various conquerors and each time rebuilt. It was restored to its present form in the 16th century. It is now under repair. Some of its walls collapsed during torrential rain. Polo House complex include a minaret, a mosque, and a small pool. It is also known as the 40-pillar mosque. The slender, elegantly carved wooden pillars hold up a beautiful restored painted coffered ceiling. On Friday, the faithful come here to pray.
Она вас на видео снимает. Можете двигать. Да? 46-го сразу после войны получается?
Khiva is situated 387 kilometers from Bukhara, 8 hours by bus across the desert. This big modern bus only for the five of us. Khiva is one of the most ancient and still surviving cities of the Great Silk Road. Khiva is a town of about 50,000 inhabitants. The construction of Kunya Ak, or the Old Fortress, began in 1686 and was completed at the end of the 18th century. This monument is located opposite the Kunya Ak. It is the biggest medieval madrasa in Khiva. It was one of the richest educational institutions. Besides religion, mathematics, astronomy and geography were also taught. This unfinished minaret, due to the revolte between the Bulgara and Khiva Khans, is only 26 meters high. The most spectacular characteristic of this fortress are its crenellated wall, 10 meters high, 2,200 meters long, and its four gates located at the center of each of the four parts of the wall. The city has an area of 30 hectares where are numerous architectural monuments. Panoramic view from ancient Kala. Juma Mosque was erected at the end of the 18th century over the ruin of the previous construction of the 10th century. The interior space is a single hall, the flat ceiling of which is supported by 212 carved wooden pillars, 25 of them dated back from the 10th and 11th century. The Kutlukinak Madrasa is located on the east side of ancient Kala. Built in 1809, it is one of the earliest madrasa or Quranic school in Khiva.
Itu damas sırayla, itu ullu hevlenaz. Sen oturuşuna kadar, formalından aynen.
Visit of an historical site and of a family at about 32 kilometers from Khiva. Delicious lunch in a yacht. They have just caught a big fish. The rice and wheat seeds are first dried up and then ground to make flour. Once manufactured, the bricks are dried up and then heated in special ovens. Wild camels, so instead of riding them, we rode a horse. We walked on the outside part of the wall of ancient color. We traveled from Urkhench to Tashkent by plane. Tashkent, the capital, has about 2,200,000 inhabitants and is 470 meters above sea level. The town was completely destroyed by an earthquake in April 1966, and then a modern city was rebuilt. The television tower is 375 meters tall. The stork guards the entrance gate. The cranes are the symbol of Uzbekistan. The independent pedestal, the golden globe, and the happy mother. A sad mother looking down onto an eternal flame in memory of the 400,000 soldiers who died during World War II. One day in Tashkent with Veronica's father. Painting exhibition in the park. Last evening we celebrated Bridget's birthday.